Now starting off with the this video. In this video we are gonna look at how system is being updated, upgraded, and also kernel upgradation. This is a very crucial part. In this part you should be knowing that um, your computer root access you already have, you have a stable internet connection with you in mind, and due to this all things you will be able to upgrade your whole system to the newer variant which has been came. Now to update your system you have to type apt update. This will work fine, but in the previous where apt get update was been used, and in some of the forums if you find some of the helps there you will find that apt get is been getting used, and now apt update is been getting used. So it is totally fine whatever you use, because it has been updated and it is said that apt update will now work fine. So apt update, and you will see all the dependence, it is loading and 100% it is done, and it fetched down 2 MBs of data in 3 seconds. This was the average speed, and now it says that 328 packets can be upgraded. Run apt list upgradable. So you can see what all the packages are available to upgrade. So these all are the name of the packages which are needed to be get upgraded. So after apt update you can do apt upgrade and hit enter, and you can see after this operation 248 MB of additional space will be used. So need to get 483 MB of archives. Okay, now I can type y, hit enter, or directly hit enter, because y is already been selected here. So if I hit enter it will already start the process of installing. Now in this installations as you can see it is already going very fast, just because of the internet connection which I am right now having. uh, this is like updating all your softwares. You can do it with the help of the software updater in the Ubuntu, but keep in mind that this updater will be not be available in all the Debian systems, and the apt update command which I am saying to you will be only working in the Debian operating systems, not in the Fedora, Red Hat or CentOS, because that will be using the yum command. So yum update will be using there, and also in the case of the Black Arch or the Arch Linux there will be Pacman. So Pacman will be used there. So as I said, there are different flavors, and different flavors have their different designs in which they are used. So first we have used apt update to update the repository. So next time when you do apt upgrade, so apt upgrade will be fetching the data, then it will be getting the latest version of the applications. um, that's the reason we need to do apt update to update the repository and get the after that when we do apt upgrade we get the latest version and the latest packages of the uh, currently which is latest there. And after this process, like now it is showing you the progress of 48%. What is this? And previously we were also getting 100% till, so that was the download process, and this is the installation process. So there will be two processes all the way. First will be downloading and second will be installation. So this is how it works. It first download and then install, and don't restart or don't go and close this terminal or while doing this process, and also do not attempt to open any of the application at this moment of time. I will be highly recommending you to not to use any sort of application. Normal Firefox also I will be preferring you close all the applications. um, let's close this this is making a lot of noise. I don't like this noises. I like quiet systems, not this uh, fuzzy or sort of a louder system. Now after upgrading all the packages, it's time for we to upgrade the kernel and all the crucial parts. For that we want to write the app dist hyphen upgrade, and it says that we have already done that too, and the following packages were automatically installed and is no longer required. So this is the package which is no longer being required, and it was at the time of the installation we were required. So for this to be removed, we can use directly apt purge and name of these packages. But what if there are multiples of these packages, means n number of 100 or 200 packages? So you can use apt auto remove to remove it. So apt auto remove, and it was taking around 83 MB, and it is a lot. So let's remove that, and it is removed. And after that you can use apt clean. This is my personal recommendation, you can use it. But what if you wanted to do this automation? So to do this sort of automation, you have to you should create a file. I basically create such files to automate these things, because I don't want to sitting there and typing there apt update, apt upgrade, apt this upgrade. This all things consumes time, and as per in the industry, if we are using these systems a long time, then we need to do the automations of this thing, because these things consume times, and at that moment of time we will be like upgrading the system, and we will hit a program made by us, and that will do all the things for us. To make that program, that is very easy. That will be simply a shell. So to make a shell, nano upgrade.sh, and this will edit a file called upgrade.sh, but there is no such file upgrade.sh. I will show you ls, and there is no upgrade.sh right now here. But when we type here upgrade.sh, it will create upgrade.sh and edit that file. So for that, type here update apt update, then hit enter apt upgrade -y to automatically it will hit the y and hit enter, and then apt this upgrade -y, and then auto remove. So for that, apt auto remove, and what I use is apt clean, and then you will be getting a pop-up like system update finished successfully, and there is also a clear message. So now apt update will be done, and then hit enter, and then apt upgrade will be executed with the y option. With the apt upgrade, this upgrade will be also been there, and when this all command will be executed successfully, then apt auto remove will be executed, so that if any such libraries are being installed or packages are installed, and after that we don't need that packages, then apt auto remove will remove all that packages. And after that, if anything left over in apt, then apt clean will be cleaning that repositories, and also then clear out the terminal and find us with and appreciate and give us a print echo that system update finished successfully. That's all, and control Z, Y, and enter. After that, give it a shot with a permissions dot upgrade dot sh, and hit enter. Now clear it out ls, and you will find upgrade dot sh. What you have to do is like this, and hit enter. It will do all the things for you, and system update finished successfully. You see it was way too fast and it was way too clear. All the things you wanted to do, you have to enter it into the shell and it will perform all the things, and then you have to give the permissions, just because this will not be executable. Firstly, you have to make sure that you give enough permissions. I have made a mistake that I have given it executable permissions to the others, to the guest and the users also, which I have not to done. So 700 and upgrade .sh, and now it is done. You can see here, and still now also I can access it. It should be accessible to the root user only. It shouldn't be accessible by any of the other users. You should be keeping it in mind. So thank you for watching this video, and I hope you like this all the videos, and in the next video we will be covering up the installation part, like how to install any packages in Linux. Thank you for watching.